Toyota is dealing with the effects of its massive recall, malfunctions in its cars that have sometimes proven fatal. Martin Hardy lost his brother Monty, who was driving a 2008 Toyota Avalon in December when it crashed, killing all 4 people in the car. Martin Hardy joins us now with his family attorney, Randy Roberts. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Martin, I want to start with you. We're so sorry for your family's loss, and we know how emotional this whole case still is for you. Can you tell us what happened in your brother's crash and why you believe the accelerator was to blame?
We only know what's on the news, and some of the information's coming out, and there's so much misdirection for the information that we would like to know for sure.
Let me interject and explain a little bit more. It's pretty clear that this was an accelerator problem. Mrs. Hardy had taken their 2008 Avalon in for acceleration problems 3 times before this fatal wreck. In fact, the last time she took it in was just a week before the fatal wreck, and each time they told her the problem was fixed or that there was nothing wrong with the car. When the wreck occurred...
Go ahead, Mr. Roberts, because I know that, and yet the problems persisted. So tell us what happened when the wreck occurred.
Mr. Hardy was out ministering to some folks in the neighborhood. He had 3 other members of his congregation with him. They were driving down a narrow blacktop road. The speed limit's about 30. All of a sudden, according to the witnesses, the car takes off, races through an intersection, hits a metal fence, ricochets off a tree, and then winds up in a lake upside down, where all 4 of these people unfortunately drowned. This was not driver error. This was clearly a huge acceleration problem, and I believe the evidence that the police is gathering, as well as the government, will confirm that.
Mr. Roberts, we also know that the Hardy family had been sent a recall letter shortly before the accident. What did it say?
It told them to take the floor mat out of the driver's compartment and to put it in the trunk of the car, and that's exactly what they did the very day they got that letter. The police found that floor mat in the trunk of the car after they pulled it out of the lake. This family did everything right.
Absolutely, because again, as you said, they then took it to the dealership 3 separate times. And did the dealership deny that there was a problem, or they just couldn't find it?
On one occasion, they said that they had fixed the problem, and I believe on the other 2 occasions, they said they checked everything out and everything looked fine.
Martin, what did you think when you heard the president of Toyota yesterday issuing what he said was an apology?
Well, it seemed like he was very sorry that for the financial hardship that's coming upon Toyota, and we recognize there's a lot of human suffering that's happening here. Monty really valued life, and Monty went to a great extent to value human life. And so in this regard, regards to Toyota, we recognize that they're going through a tremendous hardship also, but our loss is in the form of actually human life. So
that's very kind of you to have any sympathy whatsoever to them. What would you like to say to the president of Toyota if he's listening?
I think I will defer to Randy here on that.
Randy, what is next for the family? What do you plan to do with Toyota?
Well, first of all, we're gathering all the facts. And it's quite amazing that this family waited almost 6 weeks before they even sought legal counsel. You see, Toyota knew about this horrible fatality within days after it occurring. They went out to the wreck yard and inspected the car with the police just blocks from this family. Yet weeks, in fact 6 weeks went by, and the family never got a courtesy visit from Toyota. They never got a call, and they never even got a sympathy card.
Yeah,
so,
it seems
I want to make it clear that
I'm sorry to interrupt you, we're running out of time,
actions,
but it does seem that Toyota has been slow to address all of these issues. Randy Roberts, Martin Hardy, please let us know what comes of your case. And again, we're so sorry for your loss. Thank you for coming on to share your personal story.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.